everyone. Today, I'm going to share with you what you need to know before choosing a life coach training certification program. My name is Krista Kathleen. I'm a professional certified life coach accredited through the International Coaching Federation, also known as the ICF. I'm also a business mentor, and I've been training and mentoring new life coaches over the past 5 years. I'm really excited for you to watch this video because this means that you are probably getting ready to become a certified life coach and you're shopping around for coach training programs. You want to make an educated and empowered decision for yourself so that you feel good about investing your money and taking the time and energy to choose a coach training program that feels right for you. So this is a great first step. And over the years, I've seen and learned a lot in the coaching world. So I want to share some of my knowledge with you that's going to help you to walk away from this video feeling really good about your decision with whatever coach training program you decide to go through. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know before choosing life coach training program is you don't have to have any specific type of background when it comes to education or training or certifications before you can start training as a coach. So a lot of times people think that maybe you need to be a therapist or a counselor or a social worker or a nurse or teacher or a business background or marketing background, or you need to already have your niche picked out, or you need to have already had experience coaching people. You don't need any of that before you go through a training program. If you think about it, you're paying the people to train you in a coach training program to help you learn all of this stuff, to help you learn how to be an amazing transformational coach and how to build a successful online coaching business. Okay, the second thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training program is there is a big difference between certification and accreditation. Any Joe Schmo can create a life coach certification program. You could create a life coach certification program tomorrow if you wanted to and to start certifying coaches. Right now, the coaching world is unregulated, meaning that anyone can call themselves a coach and anyone can start charging and coaching people without any type of formal training or background, which is in some ways good. There's a lot of room for flexibility, but in other ways, it's a little bit scary too, because there's a lot of people out there who are doing scammy and slimy things in the coaching world. So you really want to make sure that when you're hiring a coach or you're going through a coach training program, that you're getting the best of the best and it's met a certain level of standards that ensures that you're going to get high quality coaching and training. What I recommend is choosing a coach training program that has been accredited through the International Coaching Federation, also known as the ICF. So let me break this down a little bit more and tell you how this works. You'll have to become a certified coach first before you can become an accredited coach. So you're going to choose a coach training program that is accredited through the ICF. So it needs to be 6 months or longer. It can be online or in person. And each coach training program is going to have like its own set of standards and guidelines and rules that you need to follow in order to graduate and pass and get your certificate from them. And then once you do that, you're going to also have to have 100 coaching hours, and then you're going to need to submit 2 recorded coaching calls, and you're going to have to pass the coach knowledge exam, which is a 200 exam online test that you can take from the comfort of your home. And you have to have that certificate from your coaching school. And then after you have all those things, you will either become an ACC, Associate Certified Coach, or a PCC, Professional Certified Coach. So I have my PCC, Professional Certified Coach. So it's also really important to get accredited as a life coach. Obviously it's important to have the good quality training and to ensure you have all the necessary skills to be an amazing coach to help your clients get amazing results. But also too, if you ever want to be a professional coach working for another company, they're also going to want to see that you have those credentials behind your last name as well. They don't care if you're a certified coach. That doesn't mean anything to them. They want to know that you are accredited through the ICF. Okay, so the third thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training certification program is there's 3 different levels of accreditations that you can choose from. So there's ACTP, which includes everything, ACSTH, which may not include everything you need to become accredited, and then CCE, continuing coach education. I would recommend choosing a coach training program that is at the ACTP level, which means it gives you 125 student contact hours, you get your 10 mentor hours, and then there's also an evaluation process as well that'll get you ready to apply for either your ACC or your PCC. This one is going to be the most expensive, the highest level investment, but I think it's 100% worth it, knowing that you don't need to go shopping around finding other things you need to graduate essentially from your coach training program and be ready to get accredited. So go for the ACTP level. And then once you become accredited, every 3 years, you're going to have to take little mini training programs that have 40 CCEs. So you can keep up on your skills and still be a really great coach. But do not choose a program that only has CCEs with the ICF for your first round of choosing an accredited life coach training program. So the 4th thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training program is this is going to be an investment. All right, you could be paying anywhere from $3,000 up to $15,000 or more. And like I said, if you choose that ACTP program, it is going to be the highest investment level. But if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, if you were to go back to school and get your master's or get your doctorate, you're going to be putting yourself anywhere from $50,000 up to $100,000 in debt or more, and not even assuring sometimes that you're going to get a good job out of it. On big picture level, this is actually a very low investment. That's how I looked at it. I paid $7,000 to go through my coach training program. I used my divorce money, best money ever spent. I quickly made that money back. So this is the cool thing too, is that by you learning how to start your own business, is that you will be able to learn how to quickly make that money back. And it's basically like you never paid it. But the cool thing is that you know now how to make money for the rest of your life, doing it through a job that is fulfilling, and it gives you the freedom and flexibility that you crave. There's lots of interest-free payment plans that are available with different coach training programs as well to make it more affordable. So you don't have to pay it all in full. A lot of times there'll be 3-month plans, 6-month plans, 12-month plans. So, and sometimes the schools will be willing to work with you as well to co-create a payment plan that works for you. So just know this is something you really want. There is definitely a way to make it happen. Okay, so the 5th thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training program is that you can start coaching and making money right away. You can even start doing this before you join your coach training program. Like we talked about earlier, the coaching world is unregulated. And like I said, with my own experience, that I had run my coaching business for a year before starting the certification. So I don't want you to go in thinking like, okay, I need to do this 6-month training and then I can start coaching people, then I can start making money. No, absolutely not. And don't let any coach training company tell you otherwise. You can literally start coaching people right away. And that's actually the recommended thing to do, because you're going to learn by doing. That's how you're going to become a really great coach. It's how you're going to get accredited faster. Remember, you need those 100 coaching hours, 100 paid coaching hours. Please go in with the mindset to start messy and to start coaching friends and family, and hopefully you're, ready to start charging. I did $50 a coaching session when I first started out. And then you can make as little or as much as you want as a coach. Now, being a PCC, I charge $400 a coaching session. But like I said, when I first started out, I was at $50 a coaching session. And I will keep giving myself pay raises every year as I get more experience and I help my clients to get bigger and better results. So that's one of the beautiful things about the coaching world and having your own business, is you can charge as little or as much as you want, and you can make as much money as you want. Woohoo! Okay, so the 6th thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training program is that your life is going to massively change when you start training to become a coach. I take this as a good thing, but I call it a spiritual awakening that you're going to have. And I see this happen for myself, and I've seen it happen in a lot of my students. When you say yes to this experience and this higher way of living and your purpose and everything, just everything starts to shift and change, and your relationships are going to change. You're going to start to love yourself more. You're going to have more confidence in yourself. You're going to show up differently in the world. You're going to start to question things on a bigger level in a way that you've never done before. So just be ready for that and lean into it and embrace it. I know it can feel a little bit scary. Sometimes we don't always like change, but just know that this is happening in your favor to help you be the best coach possible. The more that you allow yourself to shift and change, you'll be able to really help your clients out more and hold space for them. So I guarantee this will happen on some level. It's going to happen in bigger ways for different people. But yeah, just know that this really is, it's a big thing that you're saying yes to. And it's like you're wanting to just consciously wake up more in the world and to look at yourself and be a different version of yourself. So that way you can just give more to the world and create more of an impact. So really let yourself lean into that. Don't resist it. Welcome the change and know that it's going to all happen for your higher good. The seventh thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training program is to practice listening to your intuition and trust yourself to make the right decision here. So if it feels good right now to go onto Udemy's website and to choose, a little life coach training program that maybe costs $50 or $100 and that just feels good right now, then go for it. Okay. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you're not ready to go through a 6-month, $10,000 coach training program. And that's okay. Everyone's going to be at different levels of readiness. I'm also a registered yoga instructor. And I remember when I first started learning about yoga in college, I knew eventually I wanted to go through training through the Yoga Alliance program, which was more time and money and everything and energy. But I just wanted to go through a little weekend certification that cost a couple $100 and to get a taste of what it felt like to be a yoga instructor and to see if this is something that I wanted on a deeper level. It was a little bit different. Like I said, after practicing being a coach for a year, I was like, okay, I want the best of the best training. And I know I want to do this full time. I know I want to replace my nursing income. I never want to go back to being a nurse. So I was ready for the big coach training program. So it just depends where you're at in your journey, and there's no right or wrong place to be. I don't want to force you and say you have to go through an accredited coach training program. If you need to do something smaller right now, that's totally fine. Trust yourself, listen to your intuition, what feels right. Some of you may be ready to go through my coach training program right now. Some of you may not. Maybe you want to go through it later. It doesn't matter. It's just you get to decide how fast you want to take this journey, how much training, knowledge, and everything you bring along with you on this experience. So trust yourself that you'll make the right decision here and that there is no wrong decision to be made. Okay, the 8th thing that you need to know before choosing a life coach training program is there is going to be a time commitment that you need to put into every week. So I would say probably set aside about 4 to 6 hours between showing up for the group coaching calls and then attending the coaching labs. You're going to get to practice coaching. You'll also be partnered with a peer coach as well, where you'll get to practice one-on-one coaching with a peer. And then you'll also have your mentor hours as well that you'll need to complete. So you'll have 10 of those. 7 will be group coaching and then 3 will be one-on-one. I think it's good to know that ahead of time, that because a lot of people who do coach training programs already are working full-time or part-time. So just knowing to budget that in, it is possible. And, and for 6 months, things might be a little bit more jam-packed, but also remember too, if you want to quit your full-time day job and become a full-time coach, and you'll have as much freedom and flexibility as you need, sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit in the beginning in order to get to go where you want to be going. So kind of take a step back, zoom out, look at that bigger picture and know that, yeah, okay, I'm for the next 6 months, I'm gonna have to find 4 to 6 extra hours that maybe I feel like I don't necessarily have, but I know it's temporary, it's not forever, and that it's going to really help me to get to where I want to be going and to create the life that I desire to have. Okay, and the last thing that you need to know before choosing a coach training program is you can use the coach training skills however you want. I've seen lots of people get creative with using their coach training. You don't have to start your own business. Like I said, you can always work for another company. I see some people decide they love their full-time job, but they want to just have a couple of one-to-one clients on the side to do this deeper fulfilling work and bring in some extra income. And then I've seen people who don't want to have their own business as well, but they use the coaching experience to help them in whatever their current role and job is in their full-time job. So there's no right or wrong way to use your coach training. Let it show up in the way that it needs to show up. I've also seen a lot of coaches who think that they're going to be coaching, full-time or part-time, and then they decide that they want to go back into the corporate world. But, they go back in with this like new way of looking at life and this new way of showing up. And it's going to benefit you no matter how you use the coaching skills and how they come out to play. So you don't have to have it all figured out before saying yes to a coach training program. Just like we already talked about, if there's some sort of feeling in here that is telling you, I want this on some level, like trust that, surrender, and know that the universe will use it in your advantage to either help you to be happier and more fulfilled or make more money or to create a bigger impact. But you're going to get so much from your coach training experience. At least I know I did, and I know all the women and men that I've trained have as well. They completely transform and walk away just feeling more joyful and happier and confident and having deeper sense of purpose in their relationships and being in the world. So who doesn't want that? All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it useful and helpful for you. So like I said, now you can feel really confident in yourself with choosing the right life coach training program for you. And really exciting news, this fall, I am going to be actually opening up my own life coach training program. So there will only be 6 spots that are opening, and you can sign up for the wait list below to be the first one to know when enrollment will open up this fall of 2021. This program will be in alignment with the 8 core competencies with the ICF, and then in spring of 2022, we'll be applying for accreditation, which means anyone who goes through my first round will be grandfathered in and be eligible to apply to become an accredited coach through the ICF. I will have those 125 training hours for you at the ACTP level. So everything is included from start to finish. And you will walk away from my program being fully confident in yourself on who your niche is and how to set up coaching sessions, how to start an online coaching business, how to lead a really transformational coaching session. We're going to have a tight-knit community. There's going to be an in-person retreat. This is going to be a life-changing, transformational experience that you're not going to want to miss. So I hope that you can join me for this first round in the fall of 2021. Make sure you sign up for that fall life coach training waitlist in the description below so you can be the first to know when I open up spots. Also, you're going to get a little welcome gift as well by being on that wait list. So thanks again for watching my videos. Make sure that you subscribe so you're notified when I release a new video every week that's going to help you to become a life coach and be a successful online coach business owner. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. I love you all. Bye.